Hello everybody, this is Blue Bubbles and welcome back to my channel for the first time in 6 months. For today's video, I'm going to show you how I make my shakes and smoothies. I'm not going to show you how to make all of them in one video, but I will be doing separate videos for different recipes. Now, the protein shake we will be making for today is what I call the not so chunky monkey. It's very good. Before I get started with the ingredients and the process of making the shake, I want to let you know that the recipe that I abide by, made it myself, is under the categories of being vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, and dairy-free. However, this recipe is not suitable for anyone with nut allergies. So the ingredients I use to make my not so chunky monkey protein shake, this is the mama ingredient, almond milk. Now for this I use Silk unsweetened original flavored almond milk. Original is not really much of a flavor. All I can say is that it's not the vanilla kind. And I recommend using unsweetened because it keeps the amount of added sugars down, and plus sweetened almond milk sometimes tends to have sweeteners that are not exactly, vegan friendly if you want to keep the recipe vegan. I myself am not a vegan, but I can appreciate vegan foods. The powders I use for the chocolate base, I'll be using Orgain organic protein. This is a plant-based powder. I'm almost out, and it's a shame because I really like it. I recently bought another plant-based powder that's chocolate flavor, and I'm kind of scared it's not going to taste nearly as good as this. But I had to, get something that was cheaper because this is actually pretty expensive. And I got this using a coupon, so it was only like $3 off. Not bad, but normal price at most stores is so high. I'm like, oh shucks, I don't want to pay $25 for this. Next, for the peanut butter base, have PB Fit powder. A lot of you have probably, had this yourselves, or you've probably seen it around stores and such. Plenty of protein, gluten-free, vegan. Well, the whole recipe is vegan. This powder is not just good for making shakes, but you can also make peanut butter out of the powder. I mean, it's peanut butter powder. You just add some water and then bam. Actually has, let's see, only 2 grams of sugar, so that is good versus regular peanut butter already made for you in the jar. Most importantly, the bananas. I use frozen bananas. Well, more so I cut the bananas up myself because, I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to use them, when I don't, and I don't want them to rot and go to waste. Plus, I love using frozen fruit for shakes because, it adds a thickness to it. But you can use fresh bananas, and if you choose to, but also want it a little thick, I recommend, using some ice, as much ice as you want. I even use a little bit of ice, even though I typically don't use fresh bananas. The tools you're gonna need. You're gonna need a blender, of course, and this is not mandatory, but it is recommended. You're gonna need this. I call it my mixer cup. I know there's a technical word for it, but yeah, I peeled that off. So I don't know what it's really called. Another tool that's pretty important is a tablespoon. A real tablespoon, not just, a spoon you grab from your drawer, but an actual tablespoon. And it has to say TBS. If it says TSP, that's a teaspoon. And now let's make the shake. So first thing I'm gonna do is the almond milk and my mixer cup, and I am going to pour 10 ounces. 10 ounces is usually just standard for me, but if you want to, you could use 8 ounces. Use any amount you want, really. I'm going to take my protein powder and going to use 1 scoop of it. I'm disappointed that I'm almost out and have to use something else as a substitute. Then you want to take peanut butter powder, and you want to take 2 tablespoons. Oops. I'm gonna have to clean that up later. Shake it off just a little bit, inside the jar. And Just gonna dump it into the mixer cup over here. I know you can't see it. Take the last tablespoon, dump it in the cup. Then what I'm gonna do is just put the cap on, screw it on really tight, and make sure it's secure. Kind of hold it down a little bit. Shake it up till it's nice and mixed. Shake, 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 senora. Shake it all the time. Shake, 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 senora. I don't know the rest of the words. Right now my base is nice and mixed up. What I want to do next is I'm gonna use 1/2 of a banana, which I cut the bananas into quarters actually, so I'm gonna use like 2 quarters, which equals a half. But if you want to use a whole banana, you can. I personally use half a banana or less to, you know, keep the number of carbs and sugar down. Plop that in there. Put the mixture in. I'm using just a little bit of ice. I'm ready to blend it up. I'm using the pulse feature on my blender to break up the ice. Get ready for noise. I'm very sorry. Then blend it up some more, a nice good bit. I'm just using the regular setting, not the pulse this time. Then turn it off because it's nice and ready. Next, what I'm gonna do, just gonna drip, 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 drip. Now it is ready for consumption. And finishing touch, I put in a straw. And this is actually my favorite protein shake flavor that I have made so far. If you want the nutrition facts for this, I will put it in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.